Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pedagogy in Practice. In this episode, we're going to be talking about accordions, expanders, and tabs, and how you use design tools in order to create them for your Canvas content. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it. Using accordions and expanders and/or tabs does more than just make your content look more pleasing. It also helps organize your content and allows you to structure your content in a way that occupies less space on the page, which means reduce scrolling for your students and for you. But it also helps with your course in its alignment of the OEI course design rubric, specifically elements A4, A5, A6, and A7. However, I have heard that using these can present some issues with Canvas mobile users. But as always, if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to any of us in the Academic Technology Department. Now that we've discussed and established the benefits of using accordions, expanders, and tabs, let's next look at the differences between them. All right, let's head over to Canvas. All right. In order to understand the differences between accordions, expanders, and tabs, I thought it might be useful to actually look at an example and see how content is contained and what the differences between each of those format types are and the ways that they structure everything and the ways that they behave. So if we come down here on this page and we look at accordions, this top section right here at the top of the page, you'll notice that I can actually expand Monday reading. Right, I have a little tab there that I can expand Monday reading and then say place content in there. And it doesn't have to be Monday reading. I can title it anything I want to. Now, if I come down here to Wednesday, notice that the Monday closes and the Wednesday expands. And then, of course, you can see the subliminal message I'm putting right in there for you. So I put it, and then I can put my content right in under that header that I place. But now notice if I open up Monday again, Wednesday closes. And that's kind of the way the accordions work, right? One expands and the other one contracts. And then if you expand the other one contracts. That's just the way that accordions work. Now, if we take Monday and Wednesday reading again and we look at it in expanders, I can, of course, come in here and open up one tab. And I can even open up the second one, and now they're both open. I can open up just one at a time. I can even come up here, and with expanders, I can expand all, and I can also collapse all. So it's pretty handy. Expanders, so when you think about it, you really need to think about how you want your students to interact with the content. Now, tabs are a little different. Tabs, you'll notice, they're much more like accordions in the sense that only one tab displays at a time. So for Monday reading, I can sit here and put my content here, or I can hop over to Wednesday reading, and I can put content there. But notice that once I'm on Wednesday reading, I don't see Monday reading tab, but if I'm on Monday reading, I don't see Wednesday reading tab. So these are the three different formats and how they work and how they behave. So up next, let's go ahead and actually dive into Canvas. Let's open up design tools and let's actually get to creating that content, and I'm going to show you how. Okay. In order to create accordions, expanders, and tabs, all I've done so far is I've just opened up a blank page in my Canvas shell, and what I'm going to do is I'm in the edit function of a page, so I can add content, I can type things into the rich content editor and do all of those types of things. But what I'm mostly interested in is the design tools rocket ship tab up in the top right hand corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and click that. Now once I click that, it's going to take a second or two to actually expand. It always does for me for whatever reason. And once it expands, the thing that I am most interested in, the item in the design tools menu that I'm most interested in to get started is the gear box up in the top right hand corner. That's my settings option. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And once I click the gear cogs up in the top right, it's going to pop out this menu for me. Now, in order to add expanders and accordions and tabs to a page, you need to make sure you have that setting on, and that is an advanced design tools setting. So what you want to do is scroll down through your design tools settings, and what you're going to see is there's actually an Add Advanced Elements area in the menu, and you just want to make sure to click on Accordions Tabs. Once you get that turned on, you should be good to go. So once I have that turned on, as I already do, I'm just going to go ahead and click that X to close my menu. I am now going to come back into my Add Advanced Elements menu option in Design Tools. I'm going to expand that. And the very first thing that I want to have access to is accordions and tabs. And that's the thing we just turned on in settings. So I'm going to go ahead and say expand that. Now, remember, and if you haven't taken any of the Design Tools Basics workshop, I highly recommend signing up for one because this is an advanced tool. But the way Design Tools functions and the way it organizes content on your page is what they call blocks. And so blocks are ways that you can plop elements on the page. Now, I can add accordions and tabs as a block, or I can add them just at the cursor. So I'm just going to go ahead and click my cursor somewhere on the page, and I'm going to say add at cursor. Once I do that, it's going to give me this sort of like this sort of space saver. Now, nothing in this panel yet is decided to be an accordion, an expander, or a tab. I have to take that action, and that's what I'm going to do next. So you'll see right here, after I've selected at cursor, I actually have the type. I can choose accordion, expander, or tabs. And in order to determine which one I want to use, I just need to click on that. So I'm going to say, for the sake of this demonstration, because really creating them is all the same. So I'm only going to work on creating expanders for the sake of this video. And if I ever wanted to create an accordion, I could just click accordion. Or if after I've created an expander, I could go back and click accordion. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to come here to expander and I'm going to click expander. Now I'm going to come here to panel heading, and you'll notice that I actually have, and the panel heading is this very top header right here. It's the title that I want to give my expander option, right? So this is where I would come in here, and this is, I would say, Monday reading, right? And I'm typing it right over here in Design Tools. So I have Monday reading placed on the page. Now in my content field, I can do all sorts of things. I can come over here, and I'm just going to backspace until I delete panel, and I'm not going to go past the P. I'm just going to delete the P. And I can come in here and say, you know, whatever Monday's reading is. So I could say the article on feminism, right? I could put that in, and then I could actually create a hyperlink to that using standard tools. I could also input images, I could input links, I could input videos if I wanted to, but there's a lot. So I now have one tab established in my expander. Now let's say that my class also happens to be Wednesday, right? So it's a Monday-Wednesday class. I can actually come up here to Add Panel in my Accordions tab menu in Design Tools, click Add Panel, and it's going to drop another one down there. And all I need to do now is highlight that text over in Design Tools, and I'm just going to type Wednesday reading. And now you'll see that I have Wednesday reading popping up. And once again, I can come in here and add content. Now, a few moments ago, I mentioned that, okay, right now this is set up to be an expander. That's great. But let's say I want it to be an accordion. It's as simple as this. I just come over to Design Tools, click accordion, and now everything that I just did is saved, but now it's an accordion. If I want to go back to expander or tabs, I can just click tabs, and those will now become tabs, or I can come back to expander and have it be the expander. Now once I've set it up and I'm happy with the way it is, I can simply close Design Tools, scroll down to the bottom of my Canvas page and say Save. And now, it may take a second, but you'll see now this is an expander where I can expand all the content, I can collapse it all, or I can open each of them independently. So I hope this helps you in establishing accordions, expanders, and tabs in your course. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please remember to subscribe, like, and comment on our pedagogy and practice videos, and also please remember to subscribe to the Academic Technology YouTube channel. All right, see you next time. Bye.